Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 4, Episodes 13 and 14. So I've been having a ton of fun in this fourth season. Just excited to get into more episodes of The Big Bang Theory. As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction. That, of course, is up on Patreon. That's also where you can check out future reactions of The Big Bang Theory if you don't want to wait. Let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 4, Episodes 13 and 14.
You guys ready to order?
I believe your question not only answers itself, nonsensical queries. Who let the dogs out?
The usual with extra spit on Sheldon's hamburger.
Extra spit? No, just the usual amount. Come on.
Symposium on the impact of current scientific research on societal interaction.
Maybe not what she wants to spend her time doing.
We've all been invited to speak.
Since you're my best friend, I thought it would be a good bonding.
Best friend? Oh, wow.
Your best friend?
Don't you read my blog?
I never read Leonard's and I used to sleep with him.
Leonard is just finding out about this. How?
She ate an all-expense-paid spa weekend at a 4-star resort.
Sorry, free what? Sorry, what?
Okay, all her plans are canceled.
Spa, does that mean the same thing as when regular people say it? My bestie.
Please don't touch my breasts.
What?
I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Just want to establish boundaries.
Haven't had a vacation in ages.
Vacation, one first has to work.
I mean, come on, she works.
Don't piss off the people who handle the things you eat.
Words to live by.
Be a valid principle.
Yes, it is.
Trust Penny, restaurant workers' solemn oath of ethics and clever.
Solemn oath of ethics,
Believe there's any
please.
such thing.
You lied to me?
Oh, great. Oh, great. Is Sheldon ever going to go out to eat after that? Did Penny actually have any plans that she even has to cancel? It's pretty cool that Amy sees Penny as her best friend. I mean, it's news to Penny, but still.
Everyone's attention, please. Through this orientation in under a half an hour.
Orientation for vacation? No.
Sit next to me during the quiz and you can copy my answers.
What are you doing?
Drinking
I don't
coffee.
think so.
Why not?
You've had your allotted 6 ounces.
Excuse me?
It isn't until
Oh,
the
no,
Denny's
no,
located near Bakersfield.
No.
Approximately 2.5 hours away. Only as strong as our weakest bladder.
Nobody cares about your Kegel exercises.
All right, we have 7 people
This
and
is so
2 cars.
organized. Look, they have little emojis for them, too.
I had you in the other car, but I got you upgraded.
Oh, what an upgrade. Thank you, Vesty.
Ronnie Hands will give us the best chance to survive in the wild.
Is that true?
Bigger than mine.
Red leader to red 5, come in. Red leader to red 5.
Does anyone take vacations this seriously? Please tell me.
Right behind you.
Contact is sufficient. No need to extend your middle finger.
I think that was called for.
Sharing a room?
Jeopardize our relationship by getting to know each other too well.
Over familiarity with someone's toilet routine.
I can vouch for that. Not you, him. Although yours was an eye-opener.
Travel makes me constipated, so I'm the ideal hotel roommate.
Why does that make you ideal?
Are we there yet?
Penny should have brought some headphones.
Global apocalypse exciting research opportunity.
Exciting.
Straight to the room and take a nap.
That tired, why don't you just take a nap here in the car?
She understands, right?
Got a text from Raj. His nap, he means sex.
Oh, she actually didn't know.
Lanthanoid series?
Penny's turn.
Penny's like, you can skip me.
Are you food?
So much judgment.
Periodic table.
Table, right? I mean, why can't there be food on it?
Good question.
Road trip god.
Late night vote.
A road trip god does have a certain ring to.
Yeah, I think Sheldon likes that title way more.
Someone should stand up to him. What's he gonna do?
I mean, this is better for you, no?
Travel supervisor. The love card.
Did I ask?
Won't find out until...
Oh gosh.
Well, I don't know.
Oh no.
Because you got...
Oh, this is worse. I would rather be playing with Sheldon than this.
I got you, baby.
Peter, I'm really sorry.
Poor Raj, he can't even say anything, too.
I missed you.
You know what? I missed you too.
Penny is regretting going, the spa is not worth this.
Glenn! Boyfriend boyfriend Howard.
Nice to meet you.
Hey.
How is Howard gonna react? Is Howard gonna go crazy now?
Bernie's a great gal.
Tell me he's your gay cousin.
No.
Oh, he was one of my professors. Then we went out for a year.
Barely proportional. Shut up. Dr. Cooper's, here's an extra 5. Make him wait. Right to the nap, huh? Okay.
Do I need to talk about my old boyfriend now?
Not exactly a great time.
What is he, like 6'4",
Oh
6'5"?
gosh. Oh my gosh. Can't help himself.
If you had sex with that guy...
Contest? I love you.
Yeah, great, love you too, but... I wouldn't have a chance. Loser.
Oh, come on.
A girl like you would ever have to compete?
What's that mean?
You're gonna regret saying that.
Hot enough to go out with a guy like Glenn. Too hot to go out with a guy like Glenn?
Let's go with that.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh no, oh no.
Still nothing.
Don't update me, please.
Again in an hour. So, girl talk?
What kind of girl talk?
Up to the Freudian theory of penis envy.
Never really thought about it.
Just like my normal girl talk, Penny's
I think it
thinking.
might be nice to have one. For sex, for convenience.
Never given it much thought.
We have time now. Think about it.
Meditate on the subject.
Can I stay here tonight? Howard's a complete and total ass.
Oh yeah, that. Come on in.
But he's like, what else is new? The sun is shining?
Penny and I are perfectly comfortable sharing a bed.
Oh gosh, you're speaking for Penny? I don't know how Penny feels after the girls' night.
I'm prone to night terror, so if I wake up kicking and screaming, don't panic.
Uh,
Down and stroke my hair and I'll be fine.
Can I stay here tonight? How much you stroke Amy's hair? She bites.
Sure.
don't wake Sheldon.
Like getting into Dracula's coffin.
That's a great analogy.
They make the best of
Sleep right.
You're the neutral zone between the Federation and the Romulan Empire.
No war allowed?
Just like old times.
Federation and the Romulans would enter the neutral zone to...
From the waist down, my shields are up.
all kinds of stuff from the waist up, you know.
Oh, how did he wake up? They were so quiet.
Please tell me you're not having coitus. You guarantee that it won't happen at any time?
Yes.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
God, I'm crying already.
Raj,
Raj was so happy.
I need to sleep here tonight. Howard is a complete and total ass. Bites, and Penny may or may not have coitus with Leonard.
Any questions?
I know it's kind of weird.
True that. I've gotten a lot more street since we broke up.
I've changed. Haven't you noticed?
Still mad at me about that?
No.
Sad, though.
I've gotten a lot better at that, you know.
Have you?
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Is that it? End of conversation? No.
Violate the neutral zone for just one night.
Took like 0.2 seconds. 0.2 seconds.
Hey, Leonard. Sheldon kicked me out of the room.
What?
Penny's here. No, we don't want to watch Bridget Jones' Diary.
Are you serious? Are you serious, Raj? Oh my gosh. Did it really just ruin the night for them, though? Come on.
MA, PhD, and SCD.
Oh my gosh. Not to brag.
OMG, right? Joke was a little too hippy-dippy for this crowd.
Or self-aggrandizing, possibly.
Science's responsibility to society.
Even the tiniest organisms can still...
Her fair share of time. Pretty massive weaponry.
Stay professional here. Very professional here.
Past is the past. All the giant missiles she wants.
Talking about women wanting penises because I'd like to weigh in.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine what the audience is thinking?
Are talking about penises? Mimosas are kicking my little brown.
I'd like to kick your little brown ass.
What did I do?
What do you mean, what did you do?
The guy getting back together with his girlfriend, crawling into the adjoining bed.
Said no Bridget Jones.
Oh my gosh.
It was a one-time thing.
We're not taking comments or questions from the audience.
No, heckle them, please.
Shut up, Sheldon.
Yes.
Hi, bestie.
All right, why don't we see if we can bring this
I would
back?
actually want to be watching this if I was in the crowd.
My ex, she was like Angelina Jolie.
Be realistic.
Oh, dang. Brutal.
Not hot enough for Angelina.
No.
Hell out of here and back to Los Angeles tonight.
Please, I will do anything.
Back to LA tonight?
Glenn, that's Pep.
No!
Well, that was a success all around, I would say.
Anybody up for a little game?
Absolutely not.
A non-Ferris
Oh no.
My girlfriend left the symposium. Beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. 120 miles per hour.
Holy, please.
Buying rims on the police car we passed a few miles back.
Oh my gosh, it just gets better and better. Wow, what an episode.
Guest lecturer Dr. Sheldon Cooper
Oh, this should be good. What?
is expecting applause.
Oh, my apologies. Well,
Stunned
my
silence
apologies.
is equally appropriate.
They're terrified of you.
Best and the brightest university's doctoral candidates.
Let's see if it's true.
Most important electron in a hydrogen atom
Tough crowd.
is familiar with the concept of topological insulation. Don't kid yourselves.
Completely insufferable. He looks like a giant insect.
You're listening to Dr. Cooper, it falls out of the sky dead.
Entire lecture hall to flip you off at the same time.
Dang, in unison? No.
Wi-Fi down?
Change the password. It's now Penny is a freeloader.
Penny doesn't care.
Well, how'd he do?
Noble meets 3 Mile Island meets Tron 2.
I haven't seen Tron. Does Sheldon read these?
Howard, Raj, freeloader. The lecture go. In a word, triumphant.
Blissful ignorance, let him be. Come on.
Drinking in my wisdom have changed a few lives today.
Were you as good as Professor Geller, though?
Tweets about my lecture.
Not so great.
That's rather unfair. That's downright cruel. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Think I'll turn in.
It's gonna affect him.
What teach those poopy heads anyway?
Okay, there you go.
Vader said just before he started building the Death Star.
Yeah, this is a villain origin story right here. These students don't realize what they just did. It is kind of mean to do, though. I guess. Sheldon, is he that bad of a teacher? You have to roast him? I mean, I guess it's all in good fun, but...
Give the lecture in the first place, being rejected by those students really hit him hard.
He is human, as robot-like as he acts.
And then having no one hit on you. It happened to a friend of mine.
Yes, definitely a friend of mine.
Raj needs to meet a girl really soon.
Want to be something with sex appeal, like a labradoodle.
Labradoodle?
Starting to zero in on your problem.
Got plenty of sex appeal.
Really think so?
Yeah, you're a hottie.
Don't go for a kiss again, please, Raj.
So what do you think?
Charming illusion, but it does not cheer me up.
Can I do this?
It's sweet.
No.
But not for Sheldon.
First thing I failed at, attempt to complete a chin-up in March of 1989.
Who said you failed, though? You just got bad reviews.
Your brain where the memory is stored and destroying it with a laser.
Maybe not that.
You considered improving your socialization skills, thus allowing you to communicate more.
Isn't that their burden? I'm the one with something interesting to say.
Teacher has the responsibility as well as entertain and engage.
Very true.
Slow walk me to an epiphany. Would you mind very much jumping to it?
That's a good sentence to say to a therapist.
Acting lessons. Act as though I care about my students.
This could backfire, though, too. Don't overact.
Penny!
Oh, of course it's leading to this. That's perfect.
You're an actress, correct?
Emphasis on the
Chris, I'm an actress.
thespian. I'm a thespian.
You want an acting lesson?
Perhaps 2. I'd like to master the craft. Dogs are to be believed. I suck the big one.
Saw those. They were funny. I printed a few out and put them on my fridge.
Is she kidding or no?
Know something that the brilliant Dr. Sheldon Cooper doesn't.
Yes.
I
Just say it.
suppose that's one way to look at it.
I think it's the only way.
Going to help me or not?
Enjoying the foreplay.
actor to acting teacher that one's career had reached the end of the road.
Forget it.
I'll pay you 40.
Oh, dang. There
Saturday,
you
9 a.m., bring cash.
go. There you go. There you go. Money talks. That's all you need.
Offered a fellowship at the RYYZN Institute. Gone for 2 years.
That's a long time.
Bernadette has needs.
Is this going where I think it's going?
Sexual needs.
Some of them kind of messed up.
Wait, so wait, is this a dream of Raj?
Have to satisfy her.
What do you say?
Is this real? Hey, of course. I was gonna say, what?
Definitely not gay.
Raj. Oh my gosh, he needs to go out there and...
What's wrong?
I was acting.
Pretty convincing, actually.
Stella Adler's The Technique, Uta Hagen's Respect for Act.
Did his research, right?
Move around in the space. Whatever feels natural.
Is this what acting classes are like? No.
This feels natural. Certainly more natural than what you're doing.
I agree with Sheldon. I have never acted natural like that.
Say we've warmed up.
You're the teacher.
Oh, here we go. Even the teacher's in air quotes.
Try some improvisation.
You're improvising your entire curriculum.
Probably true.
Jump in when you feel it.
Action.
He's the director. He's the director, okay?
So no one calls action.
You taught me something. Who would have thought it?
You're getting paid, Penny. Just focus on the money.
Need those shoes. They are my biggest seller. Customer. Bye-bye.
Frozen yogurt, please.
Just go with it. Go with it. This could be fun.
Sell both shoes and yogurt.
You do?
Saying yes.
Yes. I see a sign. Camarillo State Mental Hospital.
That's good. That's good, right? He just made it funny.
Explanation I can come up with for why you think you sell shoes and yogurt.
I mean, I've never taken improv classes, but are you telling me what Sheldon is doing is wrong?
I know is living under a freeway overpass.
We're going to use props?
You bet.
They need multiple bottles.
Everybody back home, I could be someone. Now look at me.
Coming from the heart, maybe.
Any frozen yogurt?
More wine for me.
Hello?
What?
God, is he okay?
What happened?
What happened? What's going on?
Hit by a truck. He's in critical condition.
Oh no!
This is another daydream. This is another daydream, right?
Isn't it terrible?
Raj, is that you? I'm not gonna make it. Time, now pay attention.
Take care of my girlfriend.
Look after Bernadette.
When you say look after, you mean
Sexually.
have to hear it from him.
Sexually.
Oh, of course.
Choice but to make sweet, guilt-free love.
Or it could be sci-fi.
He heard nothing. He heard nothing.
Took over the scene I gave you.
I didn't care for it.
This isn't writing class. Just roll with it, Sheldon.
Roof is an American classic.
So is the McRib sandwich. I don't care for that either.
I actually want to see that movie. I've heard it's good.
A Star Trek fan fiction novella I wrote went
Oh, okay.
to a one-act play.
This could be fun.
Think it's better than Tennessee Williams?
Leave that for future generations to decide. His genius celebrated.
KMN.
Sheldon's mother played by you, Mr. Spock, the role I will bring to life.
Very fitting. Very fitting. I think the casting is good here.
Get you out of your comfort zone.
Why would we want to do that?
No, that's actually good.
And for a reason.
Point of this is to loosen you up a little.
Yeah, yeah.
Your mother, and I will bring life to Mr. Spock.
Yes, I like this. Sheldon, who's the teacher here? You're supposed to be learning, not doing what you always do.
Stands on a porch. Train whistle. Woo, woo. Sensitive young boys everywhere. Ow, ow, ow. Never understand that boy. I'm a religious nut. It was just so many things.
Oh my gosh, some bias in the writing here.
Some sort of creature just manifested out of thin air. And that Pepsi can full of bird fooling no one and get your shotgun.
I am Spock.
I'm sorry, I just don't buy it.
Oh, come on. Don't judge the performance.
Oh my! Your sudden appearance startled.
I think Sheldon's doing a good job, actually.
Genius is our best hope for bringing peace.
Take you away to the future. And be sure to pack clean underwear.
This screenplay is very revealing about Sheldon, you know, his fantasy as a kid, right?
Try choking up a little.
Going to a better place. He won't get beat up so much.
Genius is our best hope for bringing peace.
I'm sorry, I just love that line.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Take you away to the future. Mommy, why are you crying? No, you creeped the bejesus out of me. I'm just incredibly smart. Mommy's late for Indian bingo.
Is this really cathartic for him?
Hey, it's Penny. Yeah, I think I broke your son.
Mommy, I love you.
Oh.
Fuck, take me to the future.
Dang, I didn't expect that. I really got to Sheldon. Getting in touch with his emotions.
I'm not leaving until you tell me what's going on inside that little head of yours.
You don't want to know. Oh my gosh.
Hidden flower, my sweet fragrance.
You asked for the truth. You asked for the truth. You get this.
Like the rain, monsoon.
But I mean, if he's actually like has a serious crush or is in love with Bernadette, what is that gonna do with their friendship? Plead the fifth. Oh no, she's not even there. She's not even there.
I'm so not gay.
What's next for you, Raj? I wonder if they're gonna follow up on that storyline or not. I hope they do. All right, so that's The Big Bang Theory Season 4, Episodes 13 and 14. I thought both those episodes were really good, and we definitely saw some developments between the characters, along with all the jokes and the fun craziness of both those episodes. For Episode 13, you know, we did have everyone going on the trip together, and that, you know, that's always fun, seeing the road trip, Sheldon as the road trip god, running everything, and Penny, you know, regretting her decision to tag along just for the benefits of a free spa and being able to stay in the hotel room. But I liked how many levels of craziness there were the entire episode. It just felt like a non-stop barrage of things going wrong and people getting into fights and people irritating each other. I mean, beyond Sheldon and his normal Sheldonisms, you know, running the whole trip and organizing everything in a way that maximizes kind of the unpleasantness for Penny, even though it is, you know, unintentional. That's just how Sheldon is. Then we had complications with Howard and Bernadette and their relationship, right? And I feel like it's consistent with Howard's character that he would feel insecure, you know, Bernadette running into her ex and Howard feeling like he doesn't measure up in more ways than one to that same guy and wondering, you know, how is it going to be with Bernadette now? And Bernadette is telling him like, hey, that's the past, this is now, I have feelings for you now. And I think Bernadette is right in that sense. Like, Howard, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot worrying about things or obsessing over the past. That ironically is actually what negatively affects your relationship right now in the present. But I do think that Howard brought up an interesting point towards the end of the episode, you know, when they had kind of the panel discussion, which was fun. That was a really good culmination to everything going wrong that whole episode. But he brought up a point, like, how would you feel if, you know, my date was Angelina Jolie or just, you know, someone who's super attractive, you know, trying to get her, I guess, to understand where his insecurity was coming from. I kind of feel like he had a good point there as well. I think most people would agree that you don't want to fixate on the past. That's not a wise way to move forward in your relationship. But I also think it is normal to feel some insecurity, especially if, you know, maybe you're not the best looking guy or the best looking girl or just whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be related to your physical looks. But insecurity is a very universal trait, and some people struggle with it more than others. But, you know, trying to get your partner to understand where you're coming from and communicate honestly, I actually think is a really healthy thing to do. Now, I'm not saying Howard went about it in the right way, but I'm just saying, like, he did bring up a point there at the end where I feel like, you know, it might be normal for Bernadette if she did meet Howard's ex and she happened to be this stunning, gorgeous girl, she might herself feel insecure, and I don't think that would be wrong of her to have those feelings either. Anyways, of course, it was all such a mess, and no one was happy in that situation, and I love how that led to all the switching in the bedrooms of who's going to sleep where, and I was wondering, I was like, I don't think they're gonna get Leonard and Penny back together because of all this swapping, having them in the same bed. But when they did get the bedroom to themselves completely, that's where it led to the two of them basically getting back together. And like Penny screamed towards the end, it was just gonna be a one-time thing. But to be honest, who knows where that would have led, right? I mean, it's easy to say where your mind is, but at the same time, where Penny's mind was, she wasn't thinking of spending that night with Leonard in that way either, right? So, you know, just romantic relationships are complicated, and I can understand very much why Leonard would be upset at Raj under the circumstances. I mean, Raj, come on, dude. Like, if you're a guy, that's just such a crime to do that to another guy, especially with someone. It's not even just some girl that Leonard met, which is already not a cool thing to do, but someone who Leonard is so in love with, right? But it's hilarious. I also love it, you know, because it is a comedy show, right? We're not talking about real life. It's amazing to me that Raj has no problem going into the room, realizing that Leonard and Penny might be getting back together that night, right? And he has no problem just comfortably slipping into the bed right next to them. Even selfishly, for your own sake, who would want to do that? Raj would do that, and that's kind of incredible to me. But I do really like how they built up, like I said, just a barrage of things going wrong the entire episode, but then the way that they ended that with all of them at that panel discussion, arguing, Sheldon trying to bring them back to topic, and of course failing. I thought that was just a really good ending to that episode. It just helped maintain, I feel like there's a lot of momentum with the entire trip that just built and built and built into like a nice final escalation, and then that's it. If we see them going back, everyone upset. And then episode 14, I feel like might have even been a stronger episode. We got to see Sheldon filling in as a guest lecturer and things not going the way that he wanted, which is understandable, right? I do think that he would be a teacher, you know, who, I mean, you're kind of asking your students to roast you just with Sheldon's attitude, especially I think his arrogance, right? But they were being pretty brutal to him on Twitter, right? And it does confirm, you know, for any of the doubters, if Sheldon is pure AI or not, he clearly is human. He does have a lot of emotions, but I really like where they took that storyline. At first, I thought they were going to focus on Sheldon kind of dealing with that negative feedback from the students, and that's kind of what it was, but it really just kick-started a nice excuse, a good reason for Sheldon to spend time with Penny, which is such a strong pairing always, but having Sheldon being taught by Penny how to act was just fantastic. And I feel like those scenes were really, really strong, really funny dynamic. And then where it led to, right? I thought it was so fascinating to, you know, have Sheldon reenact a script that he had written years ago, you know, very revealing about his childhood and his fantasies and just the places he would go to cheer himself up as a kid and feeling misunderstood. I can really empathize with that. I feel bad for Sheldon thinking of that. But then, of course, it led to a very emotional scene where all of a sudden Sheldon is improvising, right? And he's reliving these emotions in such an intense, powerful way that caught me off guard because, you know, Sheldon is so often closed off or repressed or just not in tune with his emotions. That just is the type of person he is. But seeing how powerful those kind of emotions took over is just very revealing, I feel like. This might be obvious to other people, but it makes me feel like Sheldon definitely has an extremely sensitive side that's really buried deep down. And so that's interesting to see, and it was fun. All the acting lessons, you know, having Penny be in that situation, putting up with Sheldon as the teacher. And then we also had a pretty crazy storyline, kind of continuing more things with Bernadette and Howard, this time with Raj directly in the mix, where, you know, Bernadette, similar to when they had like a night where the three of them were hanging out together, Bernadette in a very nice way stands up for Raj and is like, no, you're an attractive guy, you know, really doing a nice friend type of thing. But Raj, when that happens, I mean, he didn't go for a kiss this time, but it seemed like he has this now semi-obsession with Bernadette, right? And he's having all these fantasies of scenarios where he would fill in for Howard, and of course he has to be guilt-free. He has to get Howard's blessing, because I'm sure part of him feels guilty being attracted to his friend's girlfriend, right? And so that just led to many, you know, over-the-top kind of fantasy sequences that were amusing, finishing with a grand finale dance. Now, I actually misinterpreted that scene. I thought that Bernadette actually did confront Raj and was like, hey, I can tell you're avoiding, you know, Howard and I, what's going on? And Raj was just not going to say anything. But I believe, unless I'm misinterpreting like the edit there, that the whole thing was a fantasy. He was just sitting by himself at lunch, you know, thinking about this crazy dance sequence and all this stuff. But like I said, I hope they follow up on that, because I just feel like that could lead to a lot of drama and a lot of funny scenarios if Raj really does have a serious crush or infatuation with Bernadette, right? I mean, part of me feels like they won't, that's just kind of a one-time thing, and it was just a nice, funny, kind of crazy B storyline for the episode. But I do feel like there's something there, whether it's humor or drama, that they could get more from of that storyline of Raj being hopelessly in love. Well, I mean, I know it's melodramatic, but still, I feel like it could be fun for the show of Raj, you know, being in love with Bernadette and not telling anyone about it. You know, where could that possibly lead? But I hope you guys enjoy those reactions. As always, the full unedited reactions are all up on Patreon, along with future reactions of The Big Bang Theory if you don't want to wait and care to support the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.